Hello and welcome to the Confucius Temple in Beijing. Everyone knows something about Confucius, and every time I'm here in the Confucius Temple, I realize I don't really know a lot about him, so I tried to get some information collected about him. So, who was Confucius? He was a Chinese philosopher, educator, and thinker. When his father Kung He was 60 years old, he married a 17-year-old girl from the Yan family. Together they had 9 daughters, and then Confucius as their 10th child in 551 BC. Confucius was born in Shandong province, which at that time was the state of Lu. Confucius had several different jobs. He was a teacher, a government official, and a political advisor. He emphasized 5 fundamental relationships: the relationship of a ruler and the subject, the relationship of a father and a son, the one of a husband and a wife, the relationship of an older brother and a younger brother, and the relationship of a friend and another friend. For Confucius, education was the highest good of all. He thought people should learn their whole life. And he thought that people are only different because they are educated in different ways. So he thought every person should have the chance to learn, not only the rich people. So he thought in a country the person in power should be in power because he is well educated and not because he is from an important family. He said the order in a state is very important, and he didn't support the idea of a revolution, of using violence to change the order. And he thought order is important because it gives people freedom. Only if people have rules, they can live well. Confucianism is not a religion, so it doesn't talk about life after death and about gods, but it talks about relationships between people. So the basic idea is, if a person is well and is doing well, then there's order in the family. And if there's order in the family, there's also order in the state. And when there's order in the state, there's also order in the world. Confucius doesn't really like talking about life after death. He says, if you don't know how to serve the people, how can you talk about serving ghosts? And if people ask Confucius about death, he says, if you don't know about life, how will you understand death? The central concept in Confucianism is kindness. It involves compassion, empathy, and treating each other with kindness. That is Confucius' concept of Ren. Using this principle, Confucius calls on people to reflect goodness in the manner they interact with each other. And therefore, people need to have a fine appearance, powerful social ranks, and excellent speech. Confucius died in 479 BC. That was before Confucianism became popular. During the Han Dynasty in the 2nd century BC, his philosophy was the basic state ideology. While I've been plenty of times to the Confucius Temple in Beijing, I would love to one day visit the Confucius Temple in Qufu. That's in Shandong province, it's Confucius' hometown. There, every year on September 26th and October 10th, they celebrate the Confucius Culture Festival at the Qufu Temple of Confucius and the Cemetery of Confucius. I thought now it's a funny idea to finish this little video clip with some sayings of Confucius, and I just hope that they are really from Confucius. It doesn't matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop.
It doesn't matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop.
Life is really simple, but we insist on making it complicated. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. Everyone should like and subscribe to the YouTube channel A Backpacker's Notes.